Hello students, welcome to Daily English Homework. Let's take a look at the homework. It says, write 3 sentences using advice. Write 3 sentences using advise. So a total of 6 sentences you need to do in your homework today. It is a vocabulary lesson. We need to know and master this vocabulary, and a lot of students confuse advice and advise. I'm going to explain it all in this video. And of course, at the end of the video, post your homework in the comments section and join the WhatsApp group. You can find a link in the description. Let's take a look at these words. The first word, advice. Okay, we need to know, very important, it's a noun, advice. And look at the IPA here. Now, you might not be familiar with the IPA spelling, but we see a C here in the IPA. That's going to make that S sound. Advice. Advice. And that's very important. Advice. So let's take a look at our example sentence. I need some advice on how to improve my English. So what does advice mean? I need some suggestions or tips, some help on how to improve my English. And that's how we use it as a noun. Now, let's go down here. Someone might ask a question. Can I give you some advice? So we always give advice, and we're using some advice. We're using some advice because, very important, advice is uncountable. So we can never say advices. It is uncountable. Can I give you some advice? Now, there is a way to make it countable if you use a piece of, which is very common. Can I give you a piece of advice? That's one. Can I give you 2 pieces of advice? Now, this way, if we use a piece of advice, we can make it countable. But of course, advice, you never say advices. So this is advice, giving a suggestion or tip as a noun in the noun form. Let's move on to, this is always my main advice. Most important advice I'm going to give you, always do your English homework. Okay, let's move on to this word. Same meaning, but it is verb form. This is advise. Now, this is why it's confusing, because up here, it's a C with an S sound, advice, that S. But down here, it's an S with a Z sound, advise, advise. Okay, so this, the spelling and pronunciation, you have to know all that. But similar meaning, it's used as a verb. I advise. So as a verb, I advise, I'm doing that, my students on how to get a good score on IELTS every day. I advise my students. I give them advice. So verb, I advise. Noun, I give advice. I advise you to check your spelling. So if you're going to give me homework, I advise you to check your spelling. So I give you advice. Check your spelling. Okay, so that is advice and advise. How do I do my homework? Well, you have to write 3 sentences using both of the vocabulary. So I recommend you can give me 3 sentences. You can advise me. So Rob, give me some life advice, please. I need it. So you could say, Robin, I advise you to make more videos, something like that. Well, that's advice. I don't have to follow your advice. I can listen. I can check it. Oh, they want me to. Okay, so Robin, I advise you to make more videos. And you can ask for advice. That's a good thing. You could say, give me advice on how to speak English better. Something like that. So 3 sentences using advice, 3 sentences using advice. Also, the homework tips. Please, please, please check your grammar and spelling before you post it. To check your grammar spelling, use Google Docs, MS Word. Write about yourself. Write about, when you're writing these sentences, talk about yourself and talk about me. Don't just go copy something from the internet. Try to make your own sentences. Be sincere and serious. I am very serious about giving homework, checking homework. So I want you to put in the effort. Don't just do it in 30 seconds on the bus. Sit down, properly do your homework. And post your homework in the comments section, not in the WhatsApp group. And of course, you can help others in the comments section, WhatsApp group, okay? So there you go. Write 3 sentences using advice. Write 3 sentences using advise. Please do your homework.